Hi everybody, welcome to Decode Australia. Today is Thursday, November 26, 2020. My name is Tamer.
My name is Yvonne.
And we're going to be starting the Euro-USD analysis.
Euro inched higher against US dollar on Thursday, increasing the price of the Euro-US pair to more than 1.1900 ahead of the release of European Consumer Price Index news. The technical bias remained bullish since the price of the pair printed a higher low in the recent downside move.
Now, this pair is currently trading around the 1.1915. Now, looking at the chart closely, we'll see the following resistance levels. At resistance 1, it's at 1.1955, which is the upper trend line arm. Second resistance is at 1.2010, a major horizontal resistance. And finally, the third resistance is at 1.21, even a psychological number.
And on the downside, the price of the Euro-US pair may find some critical support levels. The first support will be 1.1835, which is the low of November 24th, 2020 this year. And the second support will be 1.1814, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level. And the third support will be 1.1736, the major horizontal resistance level.
Now, the news that we need to keep in mind is the European Consumer Price Index news. Eurostat anticipates releasing numbers for the European CPI on Tuesday, December the 1st, which is next week. And according to economists' view, European CPI news reached a reading of negative 0.3% in November this year, bearing no changes compared to a reading of negative 0.3% in November the previous year.
The European Consumer Price Index stats reflects the changes that occurred in the price of services and goods over the period under consideration. The Consumer Price Index is an effective method to estimate the future purchasing trends and possible inflation rates. Generally speaking, the higher reading suggests a bullish market for the Euro-US pair ahead and vice versa.
In conclusion, considering the price movement of this pair over the past few days, buying the Euro-USD around the current levels might yield some quick profits. And now let's move on to the US-Swiss analysis.
Alright. The US dollar slid down against Swiss Franc on Thursday, increasing the price of the US-Swiss pair to less than 0.9100 ahead of the release of the Swiss gross domestic product news.
Now, currently the US-Swiss pair is trading around the 0.9081. And looking at the chart once again, we'll find the following support levels. At support 1 is at 90.56, the high of November 16th this year. Second support is at 90 even, psychological number. And finally, the third support is at 89.81, a major horizontal support level.
And on the upside, the price of the pair is likely to come across some critical resistance spots where the pair may have some hard time moving upwards. And the first resistance will be 0.9155, which is the immediate upper trend line arm. And the second resistance will be 0.9192, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level. The third resistance will be 0.9257, which is the major horizontal resistance.
So the Switzerland's gross domestic product news. And the Swiss Statistics plans to release stats for the Switzerland GDP on Tuesday, which is next week on the 1st of December. As per economists' view, the Swiss GDP reached a reading of negative 8.7% in the third quarter this year, as compared to a reading of negative 8.2% in the same quarter previous year.
The Swiss GDP stats reflect the overall economic condition of the country. It doesn't only help in measuring the current activity level of the country's economy, but also helps understanding how good or bad market conditions for the pair are going to be in the coming days. Generally speaking, a high reading is seen positive for the Swiss, but suggests a bearish market for the US-Swiss pair ahead, and vice versa.
That's correct. Look, in conclusion, given the micro and macroeconomic outlook of this pair over the past few days, selling the US-Swiss pair around the current levels might be a worthwhile decision in the short to medium term trading. And as always, trade with your head, not your heart. Trade for only what you can afford to lose and always apply strict money and risk management techniques.
Thanks for the reminder. And if you like our videos, don't forget to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow our Instagram at Forex Decoded.
See you tomorrow. Have a great day.
See you.